What if the very first thing you do in the morning is quietly sabotaging your circulation? You wouldn't notice it at first. No pain, no warning, just a slow drift. Less energy, more stiffness, a quieter signal from down there. And like most men, you'd probably assume it's just part of aging. But what if it isn't? What if there's a hidden reason your vitality feels like it's slipping away? A small, unconscious habit that millions of men over 60 repeat every single morning, one that's silently choking off the very thing that makes you feel strong, present, and confident. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men unknowingly disrupt their body's natural blood flow pattern within 10 minutes of waking up. And once that happens, it sets the tone for fatigue, poor performance, and hormone imbalance for the rest of the day. If you've been waking up feeling off, less sharp, or just not yourself anymore, don't ignore that. Because this one mistake could be the reason your body isn't responding the way it used to. And the good news, it's fixable, starting tomorrow morning. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to change everything with just one simple shift. I'm Dr. Lily Anderson, a men's health specialist with over 20 years helping thousands of men rebuild their strength, circulation, and confidence without pills, pressure, or shame. And I've seen one pattern repeat itself more times than I can count. Men wake up tired. They reach for caffeine, grab their phones, skip real fuel. And by the time noon hits, they already feel 2 steps behind. But it's not their age that's holding them back. It's the silent habits no one ever warned them about. Warned. In this video, I'm going to reveal one morning mistake that quietly shuts down blood flow, especially to the places that matter most. Then I'll show you a simple, science-backed routine you can follow instead. One that helps restore your circulation, support your testosterone, and bring back that sense of energy you thought was gone for good. No pills, no extremes. Just real physiology, done right. Let's start with what most men do, without even thinking, within the first 5 minutes of waking up. Eyes open, hand reaches for the phone, a quick scroll, news headlines, emails, maybe a bank alert, maybe something stressful. Then, straight to the kitchen. A strong cup of coffee, on an empty stomach, maybe a slice of toast, or nothing at all. By 7:30 a.m., you're already running, but inside, your system is crashing. Here's the problem. This exact pattern quietly blocks one of the most critical chemicals your body needs to perform, nitric oxide. This molecule is the master switch for circulation. It tells your blood vessels when to open, how wide, and for how long. But nitric oxide is fragile. It responds to your environment, especially in the morning. When your brain wakes up to stress, from screens or deadlines, cortisol spikes fast. That spike may feel like alertness, but under the surface, it slams the brakes on testosterone. It also constricts your blood vessels and shuts down nitric oxide production. Pair that with dehydration after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, no movement, and a jolt of caffeine. And what do you get? A perfect storm, thick blood, tight vessels, and hormones trying to rise, but hitting a wall. And you feel it. Not right away, but throughout the day. Low energy, slower reflexes, a weaker response when it matters most. Now let's flip that script. Imagine this instead. You wake up and don't reach for your phone. You sit up slowly. You take 3 deep breaths. You drink a full glass of water. You step outside into the morning light, even for just 5 minutes. That one change already shifts your biology. Light tells your brain it's morning. Your master clock resets. Your cortisol rises gently, enough for energy, but not so much it crashes your testosterone. Your nitric oxide begins to flow. Your blood thins with hydration. Your vessels relax. Your heart works less. Your brain clears. Then you add one more step, movement. Not a workout, just motion. A light stretch. A walk to the end of the driveway. Maybe 10 bodyweight squats or push-ups. Enough to tell your system, circulate, wake up, oxygenate. And finally, you eat real fuel. Not sugar, not a pastry. You give your body protein, healthy fat, and minerals it needs to build testosterone and support vascular health. Here's a morning fix that works better than most prescriptions. 6:30 a.m. Wake slowly, no screen, 1 full glass of water. 6:35 a.m. Step outside. Get real sunlight in your eyes. Skip sunglasses. 6:45 a.m. Breathe. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 5. Repeat 10 times. 6:50 a.m. Gentle movement. 10 squats, a few wall push-ups, light stretching. 7 a.m. Eat a real breakfast. 2 eggs, half an avocado, a handful of berries. Optional. 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 if you don't get sun. That's it. In less than 30 minutes, you've sent 5 powerful signals to your system. It's morning. Let's align hormones. Here's water. Let's thin the blood. Here's light. Let's restore rhythm. Here's movement. Let's circulate. Here's food. Let's build testosterone. No pills, no appointments, no equipment. Just a rhythm your body already understands. One it's been craving for years. The difference? It shows up in subtle ways at first. You don't feel drained before noon. You think clearer. You move easier. And when it matters most, your body responds. Not with hesitation, but with confidence. Because you've stopped blocking the flow and started fueling it. David was 66 when he first sat across from me. He wasn't sick. He wasn't in crisis. But he looked tired. Not just in his body, but in his spirit. "I don't know how to explain it," he said, staring at the floor. "I wake up already behind. My legs feel stiff. My head's foggy. And I don't feel connected to my wife anymore. Not like I used to." David wasn't overweight. His blood work was decent. He walked his dog every afternoon and tried to eat healthy. But something was off, and he knew it. So he looked at one simple thing. His mornings. Here's what his day started like. Alarm blaring at 6:30. Phone in hand before getting out of bed. 2 cups of black coffee on an empty stomach. A banana or toast. Sometimes just nothing. Sitting at his computer by 7:15 to David, it felt normal. To his body, it was a slow shutdown every morning. So we rewired it. Just a little. No phone for the first 30 minutes. A tall glass of water first thing. 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing on his back porch. A short walk around the block in sunlight, 2 boiled eggs, half an avocado, and some blueberries for breakfast. Nothing extreme. No gym, no supplements, no new apps. And the shift? It was quiet, but powerful. By week 2, David told me he was waking up before the alarm. His energy felt smoother, his mind clearer. But what moved him most was something his wife said over dinner. "You're back," she whispered. "I don't know what changed, but I feel you again." He smiled when he told me that, a smile I hadn't seen before. "I didn't just get energy back," he said. "I got presence. I got me." That's the power of a real morning reset. It's not about hacks or hype. It's about showing your body, gently, daily, that it still knows how to come alive. Here's what most men don't realize. Your body doesn't just wake up when your eyes open. It's not like flipping a light switch. It's more like a symphony, one that needs the right rhythm, the right signal, and the right timing to play smoothly. And the conductor of that morning symphony? 2 powerful forces, nitric oxide and testosterone. Let's start with nitric oxide, or NO as it's often called. NO is a tiny gas your body makes, but don't let its size fool you. It's what tells your blood vessels to open up, relax, and allow blood to flow, especially to places that matter most for male vitality. Without enough NO, your circulation slows, blood gets thicker, oxygen delivery drops, and yes, your response goes quiet. Now here's the kicker. By the time you hit 60, your nitric oxide levels can drop by more than 50%. And by 70, up to 75%. That's not just aging, it's a communication breakdown. Your vessels aren't getting the message to open, and your energy, confidence, and function suffer because of it. But nitric oxide is responsive. It's trainable. It wakes up with sunlight, with movement, with slow breathing, and with water. It shuts down with stress, with dehydration, with stimulants like caffeine on an empty stomach. That's why your morning habits matter more than ever after 60, because your biology isn't broken. It's just more sensitive to the wrong signals. Now let's talk about testosterone. Most men fear low T, but here's the truth. Testosterone naturally rises in the early morning, peaking between 6 and 9 a.m. But that rise depends on three things: stable cortisol, not spikes from screens or stress, quality sleep the night before, proper blood flow to carry hormones where they're needed. So if your morning starts with stress, dehydration, and poor circulation, guess what happens? That testosterone peak, it gets blocked. And without delivery, even normal levels can feel low. It's not just about numbers on a lab test. It's about activation, and that depends on how you wake your body up. That's why one simple morning change, like skipping the phone, stepping outside, or doing 10 slow squats, can make all the difference. You're not hacking your hormones. You're reminding them what to do. And your body, it remembers. Here's what I want you to hear. Clearly, gently, and without judgment. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. And you are not broken. Your body may be tired. Your mornings may feel heavy. But deep down, beneath the stiffness, the silence, and the self-doubt, your system is still listening. It's just waiting for the right signal. And the truth is, that signal doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be real. So don't think about changing everything overnight. Don't chase the perfect morning. Start with one shift. Maybe tomorrow morning you skip the phone for the first 20 minutes. Maybe you walk to the mailbox before your coffee. Maybe you trade toast for eggs. Maybe you just sit quietly, breathe, and give yourself 5 minutes before the world pulls you away. That's it. Because real change doesn't come from willpower. It comes from rhythm, from repeating small, honest actions until your body begins to trust you again. You're not doing this for abs. You won't want to miss it. So go ahead, tap that subscribe button. Hit the bell, not for me, but for the version of you that's waking back up, stronger, sharper, and more connected than ever. Because the best mornings of your life might still be ahead. You're doing it for energy, for presence, for that quiet moment when your partner looks at you and says, "You're back." That starts with tomorrow morning. And if you miss a day, that's okay. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means returning, gently, daily, because you still matter, you still can, and your body still knows how. If any part of this spoke to you, if something in your gut whispered, "This is me," then I want to thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up. And most of all, thank you for not giving up on yourself. Because this journey isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about reconnecting to what's been there all along. If you're ready to take your mornings back, just drop a simple "I'm in the comments. That's it. 2 words. But they carry power. And if you're not sure where to begin, don't worry. In tomorrow's video, I'll break down the 3 common breakfast mistakes that quietly block circulation, even when the food seems healthy. You won't want to miss it. So go ahead, tap that subscribe button. Hit the bell, not for me, but for the version of you that's waking back up, stronger, sharper, and more connected than ever, because the best mornings of your life might still be ahead.